Welcome to Shelf Indulgence, the perfect place for book lovers who can't resist adding just one more book to their overflowing bookshelves. Join us as we dive into unforgettable stories, underrated reads, and all the bookish indulgences your heart desires. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's talk books. Hi everyone, welcome to Shelf Indulgence, where we indulge in all things books, reading, and literary obsessions. I'm Aisha, and here with me, Alan.
Hi, everyone.
So, Alan, please tell us what do we have today?
Okay, today we are going into the world of sci-fi. A book titled Red Planet Blues by Robert Sawyer. Um, he's a Canadian American writer, mostly of science fiction, and he has published or he has authored about 25 novels. Um, he has also written a couple of short fiction novels that have appeared in magazines and journals. Like I said, he's Canadian. He was born in Ottawa, and he has lived most of his life in Mississauga, since the early 2000s. So that's just a bit about the author of the book.
Okay, have you read any of his books before, by the way, apart from this one?
No, I have not. I've not even known his books. The name sounds very familiar. Yeah. It's probably the name of a character in a movie or something because I've not read
Okay,
any
I've
of his
I've read
books.
just one book of his, and it was like I think the good thing about his books that they are quite short. Like it's all written in a sci-fi genre, but they're short and just like developing just one short idea, and I think it's a good thing. Um, about sci-fi. It's not like super scientific sci-fi. It's like mild sci-fi, something like that. So it's quite easy to read. Okay, let's move on and go to the 15-second plot. I think you should start now. Okay, are you ready to
Okay,
start?
I'm ready.
Okay, one, two, go.
The book centers around a private detective named Alex Lomax, who is hired by people to search for number one, just to search for
Stop, stop,
missing
stop, stop,
persons and
stop,
missing
stop.
items.
Sorry, sorry, it's over.
I finished.
Okay, good.
I finished about
Good.
it. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
One, two, go.
The book is about a private detective who is investigating things, cases on the only town on
Stop,
Mars.
stop,
Yes, I
stop,
finished
stop,
basically.
stop.
I basically
You were you exceeded your time.
no,
You exceeded your time, but okay.
no. Okay,
Okay, okay,
okay,
okay.
okay.
I'll give
Anyway,
it to you. All right. Let's move on to the next part, which is the book overview. Asha, can you tell us a bit more about the book?
yes, sure. As Alan already said, the name of the detective or private detective uh, i- is Alex Lomax, and basically we are seeing things from his point of view. And the plot takes place on Mars, or to be more precise, in a town called New Klondike. And this name of the city appears here because it refers to some gold rush and digging up stuff, because actually the town appeared on Mars because of two scientists, or better say, treasure hunters, named Simon Weingarten and Danny O'Reilly. Those two guys first discovered fossils on a red planet, and the reason why the fossils from this planet is so valuable is because they discovered some aliens in the soil, in the ground. They put it. And basically from that time, the great Martian fossil rush started. So now also we have another thing, like back to Earth. Everything can be synthesized on Earth, and nothing so valuable anymore on Earth as fossils from Mars, basically. So anyone who finds um, fossils there on Mars immediately may may become quite rich. Another thing about Mars is that it's very like it's quite easy to get some immortality through the transferring the mind, someone's mind, to android bodies. Uh, it's only possible to do on Mars. So some people just transferring their minds to the android body and go search for uh, fossils. So this guy, Alex Lomax, basically just investigating cases in that small city, and we will discuss it later, but the death of Weingarten and O'Reilly was quite mysterious as well, so he would end up investigating this case as well. Okay, do you have something to add?
Thank you pretty much exhaustively covered it. Thank you very much for that. I don't have much to add now.
Okay.
So we'll be going into the next round, our speed round, where we talk about our best and our worst. And I'm going to start with my best character. Um, I don't think anyone can disagree with me when I say Alex Lomax is my best character. Um, Not because he, as a person, is a very good person, right? Because to be honest, his moral framework is kind of, I don't even know, it's not straightforward. So it's not like as a person who is good and awesome or wonderful. No, no, not that. I just like him because he's very good at his job. Like you mentioned, people are able to transfer their consciousness into a different kind of body and all that, but he chose to remain human, right? And even as he is a human, he was able to live, survive in a very dangerous job, right? So he thinks big, he's good at his job, and I think he can perform at times, right? So that's why I took him as my first character. Just he knows how to survive. He's very good at his job. Yeah, that's it. What about you? What do you think?
Yes, I'm picking Alex as well. because I think it's most developed character. Not like maybe there maybe someone else to pick, but I did feel like it was this kind of book you don't really get attached to the characters because they are more like functional characters, and you know. But Alex is the one who is telling the story. So it's funny. Again, it's weird sometimes, but yeah, I'm picking him too.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to our first character. Um, Again, I'll start. I'm picking Lakshmi. So Lakshmi is a character in the book, obviously. She introduced herself to almost everyone she met as a writer who was writing something about the two people we mentioned, the two scientists we mentioned. She said she was writing a book about the reason I picked out my first character is because I was kind of disappointed to find out she was not totally who she said she was. Because when Alex first met her, she seemed reasonable. She seemed like an academician, right, writing a book, an author. I was like, and I like this woman. But my goodness, she disappointed me a lot. Not just once, not just twice, over and over again. She kept doing things to break my heart. Let me use that word. Doing things to break my heart. Why can't you just be a good person? Why? So I don't want to, spoil the book. That's why I don't want to mention all the things she did. But I was just disappointed that she turned out to be kind of person she was. She had just faced her work as an author, and then she would have been my best character. So yeah, the cause of all this luxury, at the cause of all this, Sawyer felt. Who is your own worst character person?
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you once again because
Ah,
I
nice.
didn't I can't pick someone else. It's like the most obvious character to be the worst one, I think, because everyone else they were either like just not good, not bad. Uh, like for example, that scientist who was searching for remember for the fossils. Like they just that it's hard to pick. I would say this way. So Lakshmi is the most obvious choice, I think. Okay, let's move on. What about your favorite scene?
Um, so Alex is a PI, right? And because of the nature of his work, he gets in contact with um, the police, right, from Mars. He gets in contact with them a lot. He knows some people there. And anytime he goes to meet them to like exchange information, he's always met by a particular officer named Oxley. And they just begin throwing bombs at each other and calling each other names. And I love this because again, that's quite funny. The back and forth, against each other. Most of the time, Alex, of course, is the one that comes, against the upper hand. But I just found those things funny. I think there were two or three times something like that happened. So those were my favorites. And the banter between Alex and Oxley is his name. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. My favorite scene is something between favorite and ridiculous, or just maybe, let's say, surprising. Because at the end, there was a plot twist. So Alex had a girlfriend named Diana, and it's was a human, not a human in Android body, just a human. And so he even asked her to go to the how do I say it, writer's house to spy for him a bit. But at the end, so she looked like just a girlfriend, maybe just like a secondary character, no playing much role in the plot, but closer to the end, she totally transforms to something else. Transforms like quite, sudden way. And so it's something between, like I said, favorite scene and ridiculous moment because of some details. But yeah, I would say I'm picking it as my favorite scene anyway. It's like the final battle, let's say the final battle where Diana appears again. Okay.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
I liked Diana, honestly. I liked her in the book. Um, I would have picked her after Alex of the female character. I just think she was a nice kind lady as well. Yeah, I like her.
Let's move on then and pick our most ridiculous moment. So, what's yours?
Okay, my most ridiculous moment is kind of PG-13, or is it PG-18 or funny? There was a scene where Lakshmi um, came into our apartment and met Alex in there. He was trying to steal a particular item. When she came in, it was idle when she came in. And she took off her clothes. Probably she wanted to shower or change. I don't remember. And so at that point that she saw him, and she she chased him out of the house. She chased him out. Regardless, it was outside a building and she was inside. And she was trying to get him to return the item he stole, but he didn't want to. And then she just came out of her window, bare chested, absolutely naked, in public. And she didn't seem to care at all. What she was concerned about was him returning the item to her. This is one of the things that, made me, I was supported with her. But anyway, um, later on in the scene, we got back into the house. And that was when she remembered that, I don't know, maybe she just clicked that she was naked. And when she tried to cover herself with her hands. Woman, everybody has seen everything already. What are you trying to cover? What was going on? So, it
Okay, yeah.
was
Okay, it
it was
was,
kind of ridiculous to me. Like, why are you covering what's. So yeah, that was it.
yeah, it was quite funny. Okay, mine is has something to do with women as well, in terms of how Alex actually treats women, like overall. Because I think first thing he thinks about a woman, if he wants to have her, or he he doesn't. So um, it was just a ridiculous moment to me when he went to for the interrogation, let's say, and met someone's wife, and that woman just changed her body to android's body, and looked very like super seductive. So he just quickly had sex and left, and like it felt like he just went to the gym, and you know, even from the way how it was described, this thing. So and just how he, I don't know, treats the like every woman he sees first. So it's just his first thought, how she looks, or what he would like to do with her. Okay, so let's move on and go to the next part where we are giving our hot takes and unpopular opinions. So Alan, do you have any?
Yeah, so it's very similar to the last thing you mentioned, um, which is that Alex is just a criminalizer. Seems like he chases everything that is he cannot chase it, but he has thoughts about every woman in it. It was the same thing that happened with Cassandra, his first client, then with Diana, then with Lakshmi, then with Rachel, right? Seems like every single lady. So my point was just that he is
Okay,
an announcer, he chases everything in skirts. I'm not sure if it is controversial or popular, but yeah. I don't know why the author, told him that. But I still
mhm,
like him though. I still like him. I still like Alex.
okay.
What's yours?
Okay, mine is I just want to highlight one thing about the whole book, how it was built. It seemed it looked like a mystery noir mystery book, just like it's a classic genre in mystery stories, and it's usually featured with a particular type of detective, which we have here. It's Alex Lomax, and some at least two women, two type of a woman have to be there. It's a blondie lady and brunette lady. One of them is usually a bad guy, and another one just a like assistant for the main character, for the detective. So it's a like classic structure, and we have it in this book. Just all the action was moved to Mars, to the other planets, and a bit different circumstances. So I think it's just quite nice stylization for the book that was that author wrote, and it was quite funny and interesting to read because of that, because the structure was like mm, predictable in a way, but it was quite I don't know, curious to see how the author handled with all that. Do you have something to add?
Um, I think the only thing I'll add about the book is that it seems to me to be in two parts, a short part and a much longer part, like two different stories, that was kind of linked. And I preferred I liked the shorter story much more than the longer story. Um, of course, it's just personal sentiments because the first part had some mystery to it. It was basically a mystery book, the first part. The second part also was that towards the end, the part that you said you liked Diana in, To me, that particular scene was kind of drawn out unnecessarily. It seemed to me the part where she, Lakshmi, Alex, everyone was gathered at the fossil site. That particular scene seemed way too drawn out to me than necessary. It got to a time I was getting confused about what's actually happening, So, um, overall, I like the mystery in both books, but I like when I say both books, I don't mean both stories in the books. Personally, I much more prefer the first mystery. I like that. Yeah, that's it after that.
Okay, okay, thank you.
All right, so now we'll be going into our shelf for sale. Marcia, what is it for you?
I think it's definitely one-time read for me, and so I'm picking Cell, even though it doesn't mean the book was bad or something.
Okay, for me, it's a sell as well. A one-time read. Um, I think as a one-time read, it's very okay. But not more than that. Um, yeah, it's a sell for me as well.
Uh, okay, what about bookshelf space rating? I'm reminding that we have the full rating in the description. So, what's yours basically? How many stars you gonna give it?
I am going to give it a full 3 stars.
What
Three
what
full
what
stars.
full stars? So we have this new rating now. We're having full star and not full star.
Yeah, so like I said, there were aspects of the book that I quite liked and I quite enjoyed. Um, it seemed like it was a soft science fiction kind of book, not hardcore science fiction. I like that about the book. Just to feel some parts that I didn't really enjoy, which I already mentioned. So yeah, I'll give it a 3 star. What about
Ah,
you?
okay, thank you. I think we really need to make a new. I think I told it last time already too. So
Yes,
we
so,
need the
so.
house. We need to have the house, but at least between 2 stars and 4 stars, we need those house. Because I'm gonna give it 3 stars as well. Mm, which
Right.
is middle shelf and maybe just maybe worth a read, but maybe not, and rather not in this case. But it still means that the book was like good enough and quite funny and mm, just easy read, nice read, and just not, not wonderful, not amazing, and not, to give it more than that, more than 3 stars.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. So we are in unison, like today was just you and I being in agreement, best character,
Yes,
bookshelf rating,
which is
final
rare,
rating, wow, wow, wow.
which is rare. Oh,
Yes,
so yeah.
quite real this album. So yes. Okay, so we've come to the end of today's episode. Please, you guys should check out the book, Red Planet Blues by Robert Sawyer. I think it's something you are going to enjoy, whether you're a sci-fi fan or not. It's something enjoyable. Let us know what you think about the book in the comment section, and we will see you in our next episode. Bye.
Hey.
That's a wrap for today on Shelf Indulgence. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, let's keep the conversation going. Follow us on Instagram and tell us what you're reading. Until next time, remember, shelf care is self-care.